This is the life story of that great personality in whose memory this monument has been built.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
संसार दावा नलनी भलोका प्राणाय कारुण्यं घन घनात्वम् संसार दावा नलनी भलोका प्राणाय कारुण्यं घन घनात्वम् प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणनवस्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम्
So, Dayananda and Nandarani Prabhus have found this place. They wrote to me while I was in India recuperating. I am very pleased that now we have a beginning here in Los Angeles, one of the most important cities in America. This is all due to the grace of Lord Krishna. Now, we have to chant and hear the transcendental names of the Lord, to read from my Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and explain the texts as you have heard from me. Any sincere devotee who is genuine in his love for Krishna can also explain the truth about Krishna, because Krishna, who is always in the heart, helps such a sincere devotee.
Swamiji, I think that the people here in Los Angeles are not as receptive as they are in New York or San Francisco.
It does not matter. If you chant with devotion, success will come and Krishna will help you. When I was living in Radha Damodar temple in Vrindavan, before coming to your country, I was meditating upon sending young men and women all over the world to start Krishna consciousness centers. This is my life's ambition.
Swamiji, what you envisioned has become a reality. Now there are 5 temples in America and 1 in Canada.
Yes, Krishna is sending young men and women like yourselves to help me. There is great potential.
Swamiji, would you like to go back to your apartment, take prasadam and rest there?
Yes, as you wish. Come, let us go. Ah, this is nice. When I was in India, everyone told me, Swamiji, you cannot go to America. You will starve there. They have no food. They will only eat meat and potatoes. I said, what is there? I can survive on bread and potatoes. There is no problem. But now that I have come here, Krishna is so kind. He has been giving me everything by way of nice food, chapati, dal, rice, sabji, everything is there. This is all due to the kindness of Krishna. This is very nice. It's just like a child trying to learn writing. His writing may not be perfect. It may be crooked and it may be imperfect. But the teacher wants to see that the students are trying. It is just like our service to Krishna. What can you do for Krishna? Krishna is everything. He doesn't need your services, but still, he tries to see that we are trying to give him some service. That is the idea.
Swamiji, my wife Krishna Devi left me.
What?
What? I left her alone in the Santa Fe temple for a few days while I went to New York to visit my parents. And when I got back, I found out that she'd run away with a boy who'd been visiting the temple.
Krishna Devi did that?
She decided to stay with him and give me up.
Everything will be all right. Don't worry. You come and live with me for some time. Krishna will rectify everything.
Thank you, Swamiji.
I performed a fire yagna, a sacred sacrifice to marry Subala and Krishna Devi. I requested them to be an ideal couple, cooperating together in Krishna consciousness and to open a center in New Mexico. And now, this separation. Come in.
Swamiji, there's a letter from Krishna Devi here.
Open and read it.
She says, Swamiji, I never want to leave your service or the service of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna. I do not want to hurt anyone, but I cannot go back with Subal. Randy and I are willing to serve you in any way that you see fit. Please engage us.
This is all nonsense. See, I will go back to Vrindavan, sit and chant Hare Krishna. Why should I do this? Why should I deal with the quarrel between a husband and wife? That is not the business of a sannyasi.
Swamiji, please don't speak like that. Maybe there's still something we can do to help Subala and Krishna Devi. Maybe we can help them get over their differences.
Please take down a letter. Your recent activities have been very much upsetting. to each and every member of our society. I never expected that you shall act in this way. If you love me and Krishna at all, you should immediately return back, either to me or your husband, without delay. In your letter, it is understood that you are repenting. You have done a very great mistake. Come back and everything will be all right. Please ask Subala to come and see me during my massage.
Yes, Swamiji.
Of course, the situation of Krishna Devi is very unfortunate. In India, this is practically unheard of. Here, the people have no culture. If they are attracted to somebody, they immediately run after them, just like animals. But in this you have a great lesson. This over-attachment for the opposite sex always brings suffering. Not that there is no attachment between a husband and wife. That's natural. But we are trying to train couples to always remain Krishna conscious. It may not be that easy, but to whatever degree we are successful, to that degree we are also happy. Oh.
Are you feeling all right, Swamiji?
Sometimes I get this buzzing sound in my head. Sometimes I get headaches and some ringing in my left ear.
Swamiji, maybe you should try and rest more. You're still getting up so early every morning.
Life has no value if it is not used for Krishna. I'm getting up early to translate the books into English for my disciples to read and benefit. When I write and speak about Krishna, there is no pain. Sitting under a tree and meditating is very nice. In olden days, saints used to sit under the trees and teach. In India, saintly persons have sat under the trees and also lived there without any other shelter. The 6 Goswamis who wrote books under the orders of Lord Chaitanya lived this way in Vrindavan, staying each night under a different tree and compiling sublime Sanskrit books. You see these ants? Here also, there is a husband and wife relationship. The whole world is in this bondage. It is not so wonderful that Krishna Devi has left. What is wonderful is that we are staying here and serving Krishna. Maya is very strong. The living entity is practically helpless under the sway of Maya's power. And we can only cry out to Krishna for help. We have to pray at every moment that the power of Maya does not disturb us. Tomorrow is the appearance day of my spiritual master. It is due to his kindness that you have all come to me to help me in fulfilling the order he has given me. I am asked to spread Krishna consciousness, and you are all trying to help me. We will celebrate this festival tomorrow in his honor. My spiritual master was a fearless preacher. He never compromised. The caste Goswamis, the Smarta Brahmanas, the Sajiyas, they all were afraid of him. No one could defeat him in a debate. He was a living encyclopedia of scriptural knowledge.
You're like that too, Swamiji. You also don't compromise.
No, no, no. Before my spiritual master, I'm nothing more than a fool.
If you're a fool, Swamiji, what does that make us?
The grandfather is kinder to his grandchildren than the father. So, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta would be very pleased and happy to see you all chanting the Lord's holy names and preaching his glories. Now the preparations are over. Let us take them to the altar and make an offering. I have received so many letters of encouragement. In this, he writes that he is happy with the chanting. And in this, they want to teach other people how to chant Hare Krishna. Yes. And this letter was received some months ago. It is from Umapati. He now writes that he has decided to come back to Krishna consciousness.
I never understood why he left.
Originally, he was the follower of Buddhism. He was an impersonalist. When I pointed out that Buddha never followed scriptures, he got wild and went away.
Oh, I see.
After going away from the temple, he took up all his old habits until one day he saw some of his friends eating meat, and then he remembered that his spiritual master said that it is very bad. In that way, even though he wanted to go away from Krishna consciousness, Krishna made him remember Krishna consciousness, and now he wants to come back. Once, the wife of one of the sannyasi disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati dragged away her husband, and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati actually cried that he could not save his disciple. A disciple, due to Maya's influence, may get away, but his spiritual master will never let him down. You place these letters at the feet of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati as my humble offerings. So, I have a request with all of you. Whatever happiness you are feeling after chanting, you simply tell someone else about it. I only want you to do that much. You need not do any teaching. You need not teach any philosophy. Simply tell them that because you are chanting Hare Krishna, you have become very happy, and that if they also chant, they will also become very happy. Where is Leelavati? I have not seen her for some days.
I'll get her, Swamiji. I saw her in the front of the apartment not long ago.
So, you are here. Why didn't you join us?
Oh, Swamiji, I feel too fallen to be in your presence. I was also thinking that you must do your translating work, and so I thought you're not getting your work done, so I should not disturb you.
Don't you know that my disciples are my work? I want to see you doing well in Krishna consciousness. To that extent, I am ready to serve you. What is your next program?
The feast is waiting.
And so, this is Krishna consciousness.
Jai Swamiji!
Jai!
Thank you. Hey, Kate, do you smell something?
Henry, please, stop accusing me of burning your toast again.
No, it's not the toast. What is it? Smell it?
Yeah, I do. Oh, it's making my eyes water.
What is it?
The smoke from the vent!
Oh my God, I'll call the fire department.
I'm sorry.
Dayananda, what happened here?
Someone was cooking in the kitchen and filled the kitchen up with smoke.
It's a false alarm. These bald-headed guys were out the back cooking up a storm. Just a lot of smoke.
Look, guys, this is not worth our time. You have to be careful. This will never happen again, we promise.
We'll take care of this. We will take care of this.
Okay, better not happen again. All right, thank you.
There are many complaints already around here because of your loud music. And now this?
We're sorry, sir.
You said you were going to use this area as a yoga center for meditation. But you lied.
We promise we'll take care of this immediately. We'll take care of it immediately.
Here's your full deposit of $450. I want you out of here today. Or the police paddy wagons are going to be here next.
What?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna.
Well, hello, boys. What's the problem?
Oh, we were evicted this morning.
And you have a place to go?
No, but Krishna, he always takes care of his devotees.
Oh. Well, you can come and stay with me.
Are you sure that's going to be okay with your roommate?
Oh, I see. This is my roommate, Chester. And he loves to have company.
Well, yes, that would be absolutely wonderful. But there's a lot of us.
But that's no problem. Come on along with me, let's go. I just live quite close by.
Swamiji, this is the wonderful lady that volunteered to help us. The devotees are all living in her home now.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, your young people seem so sincere that I just had to help.
Yes, they are sincere, and our sincere gratitude to you for your help rendered in our hour of need. Now some devotees can stay with her. Some can stay with Dayananda in his apartment.
Yes, we would not want to inconvenience any one person.
Yes, rent a house for the Sankirtan party so that the devotees can meet every day for Harinam.
Swamiji, would you like to lecture at the Hollywood Vegetarian Society?
Do they want to hear the Bhagavad Gita?
No, they only want to hear about being a vegetarian.
The monkeys are also vegetarian. That is not so wonderful. You tell them, Swamiji is not interested to know about being vegetarian. If you want to know anything about Bhagavad Gita, he knows something.
And what about your lecturing the devotee Srimad Bhagavatam classes?
You can fix them. I can go anywhere to give lectures. Now, bring some prasadam for her.
Yes, Srila Prabhupada.
We are interested in offering to Krishna whatever he will accept. Grains, fruits, milk, vegetables. Thousands of delicious things can be prepared out of them. What is the need for such a big slaughterhouse?
Well, I never did care for that nasty stuff anyway.
Uh-huh.
This is delicious. You must give me the recipe, so sometime I can make it for my friends.
Printers in Japan, Dai Nippon, they have agreed to take a contract for printing Back to Godhead.
Wonderful.
Yes, but there is a condition.
Oh?
They are insisting that we print at least 20,000 copies of the magazine per month.
20,000?
It's a very big reputed firm. You have to give me a guarantee. I want you to take 5,000 copies of the magazine, and if you agree to do that, then I'll arrange for San Francisco, New York, and London to take 5,000 copies each. First, you have to give me your guarantee.
Yes, Swamiji. The devotees here can do that.
Now, I will be able to undertake such a big order. Otherwise, I could not do it. It will also help our temples.
What do you mean?
We are paying $750 towards the cost of printing.
Yeah.
For that $750, you will receive 5,000 copies of Back to Godhead. That means each costing 15 cents. And suppose you sell the magazine at 50 cents each, you will make $2,500 from a $750 investment.
Let's see. If we simply distribute 1,500 copies at 50 cents each, then our investment is recouped. That means that the balance of 3,500 magazines becomes pure profit.
Yes, I think it is not difficult for your Sankirtan party. If you increase the number of magazines we print, we can reduce the cost of each magazine.
Yes, I see very clearly, Swamiji. It is an excellent plan.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Chintamani prakrasadmasu kalpa vriksha laksa vriteshu surabhirabi palayantam Lakshmi sahasra shata sambhrama sevyamanam Govindam adi purusham tam aham bhajami. This is a description of the spiritual world, Krishna's abode. There, every house is constructed of Chintamani stone. Every tree is a desire tree, and every woman is a goddess of fortune. There in the spiritual world, there is so much attraction for Krishna that both men and women no longer feel attracted to sex life. Because there is more than that. Something sublime and sweet, that which absorbs everybody into Krishna. That is the perfection of Krishna consciousness. You have a question?
Yes. Suppose someone is firmly convinced that Krishna consciousness is the only thing that will save him, yet he still has inclinations towards material activity. Does Krishna force him in this case to become fully surrendered?
Yes. He puts the devotee in such a way that he is obliged to become fully Krishna conscious. I have experienced it. I never wanted to come into this line, but Krishna has forced me. He has done me a special favor. If we foolishly want something other than Krishna, Krishna makes us forgetful of such nonsense. You have a question?
Yeah, Swamiji. How may one channel his sex desire into serving Krishna?
Sex desire is not unnatural. You can utilize your sex desire for Krishna's service. You can produce Krishna conscious children. There is no prohibition. Our process is that everything should be in the service of Krishna. A Krishna conscious father and mother should be determined that they shall beget children in such a way that they do not come back to this material nature. You can produce hundreds of children like that.
Swamiji, every day the Sankirtan party is going out here in Los Angeles.
That is very good. That is the method of God realization that Lord Chaitanya recommended. Not only Lord Chaitanya, it is also recommended in the scriptures. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nameva Kevalam. Kalau nasteva, 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 gatir anyatha.
The devotees very much enjoyed chanting, Swamiji. And Vishnu Jana, there is no one who leads with such enthusiasm and devotion.
Yes, yes, I know. He's a very good boy. He leads Kirtana like a Gandharva.
Sometimes we collect $25 in a day by distributing back to Godhead.
How many magazines do you distribute?
Almost 50.
That is good. Very satisfactory. You go on organizing in this way.
Swamiji, many people joined in our kirtan when we went to Griffith Park on Sunday.
People liked it?
Oh, yes. They especially enjoyed Vishnu Jana and Srimati's puppet show, Radha's feelings of separation.
That's good. You adopt Krishna conscious culture and it will attract people.
And Swamiji, we distributed 98 plates of prasadam.
Prasadam is our secret weapon. So these programs are very good. They are successful. But you are neglecting a very important issue. I feel that devotees have become complacent in regards to acquiring a permanent temple. We need a place to invite people to come. We need a temple where the devotees can worship and live. How long do you think we can keep Jagannath in our apartment, separated from his devotees? This means that we are neglecting the deity. That is a great offense. We must find a suitable place to worship the deity. Los Angeles must have a temple.
Yeah, over there. Yeah, right. A little more inside. Yep. You all have done wonderfully. This temple begins a new era for our ISKCON. Now you can bring Lord Jagannath and Kortomoshai from my apartment, and we can worship them here on the altar. We will start regular deity worship.
What does that mean, Swamiji?
That means that daily we will offer prasadam and daily we will give artis to the deities. I will explain everything to you in due course.
Okay.
And Murlidhar and Devahuti?
Yes, Swamiji.
Yes, Swamiji.
You are artists, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
I am translating a summary record of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. The book is called Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. I am also going to begin another book, a summary record of Rupa Goswami's writing. And this book is called The Nectar of Devotion. Both these books are essential for the foundation of the Krishna consciousness movement. And for that purpose, I want some artists to make some paintings for illustration in these books. I will give some hints about each illustration. Can you do that?
Yes, we can try, Swamiji.
Yes, we will do our very best work.
I will also ask Jadurani in Boston to do some paintings. I want these paintings urgently so that the publication of the books is not delayed. As fast as you can paint, I will write my book. Let His Lordship's grace be on us, so that there may not be any hindrance in the execution of this duty of writing, the nectar of devotion, impelled by my spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. I am not worthy of such an exalted seat.
Oh, Swamiji, although the seat may be exalted, it is still not worthy of you. Please accept it as our humble offering, although it's not glorification enough.
If at all I have to accept it, I can accept it only on behalf of my Guru Maharaj. Thank you all very much.
A case of these books just arrived from New York.
You all go through this Bhagavad Gita reading at least one chapter a day and discussing it in the class, then you all will certainly become very good preachers. We will hold an examination in Bhagavad Gita, and those students who pass will receive the title Bhakti Shastri. When we receive some more books, we will conduct some more examinations in Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, and the nectar of devotion. The students who will pass will receive the title Bhakti Vedanta. I want all my spiritual sons and daughters to receive the title Bhakti Vedanta, so that the family transcendental diploma will continue through the generation. Those possessing the title of Bhakti Vedanta will be allowed to initiate disciples. We should not simply publish these books just for the reading of outsiders. Our students must also be well versed with all of our books, so that we are well prepared to defeat the opposing parties in the matter of self-realization. I am pleased to inform you that I have just begun to translate a new book, The Nectar of Devotion.
Swamiji, how is it possible for someone whose mind is fixed in family, friends, country, and nation to constantly chant Hare Krishna?
As Maya is forcing you and is dragging you from this Krishna consciousness, you also force Maya by chanting Hare Krishna. We are not afraid of Maya because Krishna is there. And we have to be very strong. What is that strength? That strength is chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In the material world, there are different kinds of machines which measure different forms of energy. What is the machine to measure the energy of Lord Krishna?
The instruments are with you. You don't have to purchase any instrument or hire it from anywhere. The instrument is your tongue, your ear, and you can chant Hare Krishna and hear it. Finished. All the perfection is there.
Lord Jesus Christ has said that when you see God, your eye must be single.
What do you understand by this statement?
I understand that to see God, you must be focused on one thing, God.
That is it. When you actually see God, you cannot see anything except God. Krishna says that He is the seed-giving father of all the millions of forms of life. If a devotee sees a tree, he immediately remembers that it is Krishna's. If he sees a dog, he remembers that he is Krishna's. If he sees a watch, he immediately remembers that it is Krishna's. So what Jesus Christ has said is correct.
How is it that you make everything that you say so easy to understand?
Because the philosophy behind it is so simple. God is great. You are not God. Don't claim that there is no God. There is God, and He is great, and you are small. Then what is your position? You have to serve Krishna. This is simple truth. The Maha Mantra that you sing every day can awaken the sleeping human society. Simply chant Hare Krishna. Anything that can be utilized in advancing Krishna consciousness and devotional service can be used. For instance, we are using many machines for the advancement of our present Krishna consciousness movement. Machines like typewriters, dictaphones, tape recorders, microphones, and airplanes, etc. Sometimes people ask us, why are you utilizing material products if you condemn the advancement of modern civilization? But actually, we do not condemn. We simply ask people to do whatever they are doing in Krishna consciousness. This is the same principle on which, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna advised Arjuna to utilize his fighting abilities in devotional service. Similarly, we are utilizing these machines for Krishna's service with such sentiment for Krishna or Krishna consciousness, we can accept everything.
Swamiji, Muralidhar has just completed this painting for the cover of the first canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. He asked me to bring it to you for your approval.
Yes, it is beautiful. The entire creation is only an expansion of Krishna's energy. The unlimited Vaikuntha planets are self-effulgent and eternal. Millions of universe emanate from his pores during just one breath. And in each universe, there are unlimited numbers of living entities who inhabit all the planets and stars. Among those planets, there is our Earth.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
What's going on?
Here, these are for you.
Oh. Oh, thank you. But what's the occasion?
Oh, we're moving. Our temple has become too small for all the devotees, so we're moving into a bigger place on Watsega Avenue.
Oh, my goodness. You haven't been in your old place very long.
No, just a year, but we've outgrown it. Please come visit us.
Oh,
here's our new
sure.
address.
Yeah.
Prabhupada, I wanted you to see the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust warehouse. This is where your books are shipped after they're printed. From here, we send them all over the world.
So are the books going out or are they simply stacked here?
They're going out regularly, Prabhupada. Devotees are in marathon all over the world to distribute your books.
So, now we have Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhagavatam. If some nice dramas can be put up based on these books, they will be appreciated, even by the public. Our devotees can act in pantomime, and the soundtracks can relay the text in many different languages. In such a case, we can also take our troupe to Mayapur and Vrindavan festivals. Theatrical talents, all talents, are acquired from austerity, and we have to use them to glorify Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna